ask a question and share your thoughts during the Q&A session. Together, we can create a dynamic and enriching learning experience. Once again, welcome to the exciting exploration to the synergy between the law, technology, and social media. Let's collectively embark on this journey of knowledge and empowerment. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Banka.
Thank you, Dakshita, and the team here. Wonderful beginning and the presentation. So, basically, see, we want to start this webinar by, why, social media is important for you. Although every one of you are the consumer of social media, including myself also, we spend around 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. Have you checked your screen time? How much screen time have you? Just if you have that app, just check it now and put it in the chat box that how much time you are spending on your phone these days. Let us assess this. How much you are doing? Just open your screen app and just tell me that how much watch time you have or how much time you are spending on your smartphones these days. Just put it in the chat box. Let's start with this experiment. Sakshi Kumari saying 5 to 6 hours. That's too much. Anybody has checked? Other people? 7 hours, 6, 7 hours. Oh my God. So I think this is the new reality. Your answers are the new reality that you are spending around 6 to 7 hours of your and some of them is saying 13 hours on the phone because their work happens on the phone. So this is the new reality that we are spending our substantial part of our day on our smartphone. Some of you may be a students who are more into studies, and then you use your phone for studies, or some of you may be using it for Instagram, YouTube, because that social media apps are now taking a very substantial part of your work day. So so 12 hours you sleep or 10 hours you sleep, and then rest of the time almost you are spending on the social media. That's why this is a very important, today it has become really important to have a presence on social media. If you're not on social media, then I think your practice must be either stagnate or is it dying. There is, these are the two things which can happen if you're not on social media today. So in the future, when we see AI, we will see other technological things which are happening. So if you're not there, nobody will notice you. So the social media, the first aspect is that you make your presence feel. Who are you? You are just a first generation lawyer, or maybe a student, or something who is unknown right now at the age of 22, 23, maybe you are, but you are unknown to the world right now. You have a lot of potential, but nobody is going to know your potential. Nobody is going to see your potential. And and uh, just being a first generation lawyer, cursing your struggles, cursing your decision to take law, all these will happen to you in the near future, or will be, or is happening with you, right? So to make a mark, you need to have a social media presence. It's not that just you are making an account on Instagram, YouTube, and watching content throughout the day, like 5 6 hours, 6 7 hours a day. It is about you being making a content and sharing it to the world. So before coming into this webinar, I want to ask you one more question, that how many of you watched my videos, read my article, or consume some of my content? Just write in the chat box. All right. So there are lots of hands which are raising. I can see. Uh, Others can write in the chat box. Okay. So many of you have seen my content either on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Instagram. Okay. Now the thing is this: why I'm making this content? I'm making so much of content? I have made around 700 videos on YouTube. Around 300 reels on Instagram. On LinkedIn, I post weekly. Why I'm doing this? All these things in all the three social media platforms, and why I'm having more than 5 lakh, what I have to do with all that 5 lakh plus followers with me, and why I'm doing all this. See, it's all about your presence. Okay, if you are presentable, then only people can trust you. If you are not even present and someone who is lying dead in a directory, if a client calls you and says that I want to hire a lawyer and has not gone through what you are all about, okay, what your content is all about. Suppose I'm posting a matrimonial content, about 600 videos are there on each and every topic which a client may face in matrimonial cases. He has consumed so many of my videos and then he approaches me. And versus me lying dead in a directory or a search directory in which the client sees my number and calls me, who do you think the client will be more convinced? Is it the profile in which there are he has consumed around 20 videos versus me lying dead in a directory? Who do you think will the client have more trust when assigning a case to me? Just answer in the chat box. You can answer in the chat box. I want to make this webinar interactive. Who do you think? You can write in the chat box if chat box is open to you all. Okay, I am repeating a question. There are two profiles of a lawyer, suppose. One is a profile who makes regular videos and a client watches his video on a daily basis, consume his content, consume the articles, consume everything. Versus a lawyer who is not making a content and he is just sitting dead in a directory. A client calls his number without consuming any of his content or knowing his background. Who do you think the client will value the most? That is the question. Right. So many of you are already doing this, leveraging this thing. Okay. Yes. So that is the reason that, see, you yourself have answered that why social media is really, really important, how your client perception changes when you make content on the social media. Now, the question comes that how, what content you should be making, how you should make it. Okay, I am camera shy. What should I do? Okay, I'm not getting enough followers on the first day of my, this thing. How I can, leverage this thing? The answer to this question is one by one. I'll go one by one. First of all, you have to choose your niche. That, see, one thing in the law must be appealing to you. Okay, you joined law or you are just about to graduate law, or you want to practice law. May I know one thing which appeals to you the most when you are in your legal profession, or what you are doing? Which is the one thing which you would like to pursue as a profession, and what is the one thing which is appealing to you? Just answer in the chat box. Which is the one thing which is appealing to you right now? You can think over it. One is saying maritime law. Maritime law. Okay. Taxation, corporate law. Okay. So, see, the thing is this, it's not about making lakhs of followers following you. It's about making a community. Okay. Suppose taxation, someone has said taxation. Now, who the audience who may need your taxation help may be professionals who are working, who don't have time to understand the taxation law, but you are the one who can make some reels or write some articles or make a YouTube video on some of the topics, like in taxation. Someone wants to preserve his taxes. There can be 5 ways to preserve taxes, five unheard ways to not paying taxes, or what will happen if you not pay taxes, what if you get a legal notice from the department, what should you should have to do. So there are plenty of topics on which you can make your reels. Just you have to hold a camera and start speaking. That's the only thing. I don't do much of the editing also these days, but you have to start with 5 to 10 topics in this field, and start posting on the social media. Okay. Suppose in few 1 month, 2 months, you will not receive much of the traction, but if you continue doing this for 5 months, 6 months, you will definitely, the main goal in the social media is consistency. Once you are consistent in making all these content, the lot of audience, lot of new clients will approach you for legal advices, for your opinion, for your this thing, for anything which you want to offering as a service. So it is important that you should connect your service with this social media offering which you are telling. Okay. So suppose taxation, you are talking about maritime law. Again, maritime law is a very niche field. Obviously, you must be knowing some of your friends who are in maritime law. Right, you can write some articles for them, that maybe they are facing some of the issues that they are facing in their jobs. So you can circulate that article in your community. It's a very small niche. Maybe 50 people will connect, will make 100. It's not about 5 lakhs people. It's about connecting to those 20 people and giving them value. That is the number one rule of conquering social media, is that you have to always give value to the community at large. So you understood the concept, that how social media can help you now. So Captain Rahul is saying that yes, right set of people, and he's already doing it. That's good. So you got the concept that how social media works. Just write in the chat box. Okay. So basically the thing is, you have to add value related to the niche. Now I have 2 or 3 platforms which I'm a part, which is coming on the screen also. One is the Instagram, which has around 5 lakh followers. One is my YouTube channel, Let's Speak Legal, which has around 74,000 followers. And one is LinkedIn, which I have around 25,000 followers. Okay. Now all these 3 platforms I have conquered, but the content strategy changes platform to platform. On Instagram, I post only reels. Like I said, that when police calls you, what you have to do, simple reels, simple knowledge bombs. That's it. It's a 30-second reel. It doesn't take much time. You can make 4 or 5 reels in a day. When you are in courts, it doesn't take your time, your professional time, and see the value. In return, I get around 5 lakh followers on Instagram, which is not a small thing, but this is what I got when I start posting consistently on Instagram. Just making reels like how to deal with police, how to, small things like girlfriend boyfriend issues also sometimes. So it's just the thought comes into my mind, I just post a reel. So that's way there's no secret formula of getting views, likes and everything. Only thing is your consistent effort of making reels which is beneficial for all the people around. That is the only secret for mastering social media. On my YouTube channel, Let's Speak Legal, I post of matrimonial issues. I post about matrimonial issues like related to husband, like maintenance issue, 498 issue, and all these issues I post on my YouTube channel. For this, I gained around, in return, I gained around 74,000 people here. On LinkedIn, I post about the issues which are concerning your own law students. So sometimes you face a struggle with respect to first generation lawyers. Many of you have consumed my content on the LinkedIn. Okay, so all these things I do keep doing, and that's the only reason I got this much following. There's no other secret trick or thing I'm using. It's about creating content, creating videos, creating articles, creating all these things on a very regular basis. Not just today I do and 1 month I don't do. That is not the thing I'm doing. Although the strategy keeps on changing, sometimes it will be short form of content, sometimes it can be long form of content, sometimes it can be a simple post. Now, another thing which I am doing on the social media is making a WhatsApp community, which is not there. And this WhatsApp community is for the people who are on my YouTube channel right now for who are facing their matrimonial issues. Now, I'm sharing with them all my strategies which I implement in the courts and in the form of article and the video. I share this content with this community. So, do you think this community values me for giving them the strategy and everything free of cost? Do you think they will value me? If I'm giving everything for free to all of them, my strategies and everything, will they value me? Sakshi is right. Everybody is wrong. Yeah. Kumar Mangalam is also right. Yes, they will value you. See, the thing is this: it's a content which I don't think it takes much time to write an article to give away your strategy. It doesn't take time, and you should not keep your secrets with you, because ultimately the problem is that client only trust those who can give you a good strategy to get out of their own problems. It's not that when the client goes and the lawyer says देख लेंगे हो जाएगा. Okay, the lawyer with a concrete strategy and a plan to get the clients out of their problems is the lawyer who is most trustable, and the client will value you. Right. So the thing is that for the initial things like a WhatsApp community, which Captain Rahul Verma is also doing, and he knows the basics of all these things. He's saying that I give my strategy to 1,000 people. That is the first step, and then starting from the second step. Exactly that. This is what you have to do. First is to create a community of 1,000, maybe 1,500 people, maybe 2,000 people related to your niche, and then you can charge for the individual consultation. So for individual consultation, first you have already built the trust with them. You have shared your strategy, you have shared your content, they have seen your content, they have seen your strategy, they have seen how you are working. And now the second step is that you sell. Now they will come to you rather than you going to them. So it will put you in a place of authority. It will put you at a place of credibility. It will give you more command over your clients. It will give more commands on the price rather than you running after the clients are running after for you. Right, right, Magic, if this seems magical to you. Right, Magic, if you understood this thing. All right. So basically, the thing is this, that someone is asking me that it is not beneficial, only beneficial at the initial stage. No, Vanchita, you have to be, give value first, then ask for a value in return. That is the principle. That is how the things work. And you can't be sitting in your office in your air condition and expect that the client will coming into your office as soon as you open your office. That is not the way things work. That is not the way the world works. So you have to be start giving more and more knowledge, and then only you will be start getting more and more people coming to you and getting your services, paying your for your services. That is the how you can utilize your social media for your business or for your law firm, or for getting a job also. You can write articles and tell your employer that I have written so many articles, so many people have connected with me, I have helped so many people. How do you think the employer will hire you? Yes, he will hire you. Why? Because you have been putting lot of efforts in creating content and people adding value to the people. Employer know that you will add value to your to the law firm also. This is the number one thing you should be doing right now. Right now, before graduation also, you should be doing all the article writing at least. And if some of you may be camera shy, don't worry, but you can start with blogging also. Okay. So, what are the advantages? Okay, now the clear advantages, if you understood this, the clear advantage is that you have an opportunity to network with the people around the world, not just the people in India, but the people who may be facing problem outside India also. So I have clients who are in Canada, Netherlands, US, everywhere. I am dealing with them. I'm working with them. So this is the one thing which can reach you to other countries as well. Then you can spread this information to thousand, even lakhs of people in just one go. Okay, you can spread your information, you spread your knowledge, you can spread your strategies to the people around the world, and then they get back to you. They will respond to you by hiring you, by availing your services. That is the next power you will get when you are posting regularly on the social media. Then obviously the third thing without goes without the saying, that you have recognition and growth. So if you want to end your struggle in litigation, if you have doubts about litigation, you can beat it with social media. You can propel your growth within just 5 years or maybe 4 years into the litigation practice and get a very good successful litigation practice out of it. Okay, so if you are afraid of litigation, that is because you are not able to leverage this social media thing. You don't understood this game of social media. Even after this webinar you will have doubts, but believe me, start with writing articles. That is a very simple thing. Start posting as a guest poster all across the social media. Start using the social media in a proper way, rather being a as a consumer. As a consumer of social media, you should be the contributor of the social media. Use it with your advantage. May I go to the next slide? So this is what you will be getting. You will be getting likes and shares, comments. You will start building your community with social media. Like I shared the example that how I built a community out of social media. Then people will approach you for their ads. means that promote their brand on, and everything can be done there, but it is not applicable for lawyers. But still I got one brand endorsement for one brand recently on Instagram because of the following. And then many people will know you, many people will it's feel goods when you move to the court, go to the court, and people say that, sir, I have been watching your content, watching your videos. So it's a very good feeling you will start getting when you post the on social media consistently. Next next slide. So what information to share on social media? As I've said, that first you can start with writing your articles related to your niche. That someone has said taxation, someone is saying marine law, someone is saying criminal law. So you start doing some good article that your audience must read, and then you can start making videos on that also, small short videos, maybe long videos. That is the basics with which you can start with. And later on you can start building a community of people who may be facing a legal problems. You can solve their legal problem on WhatsApp or chats or whatever. So that this is the way the social media works. Okay, next. So the AI is also coming right now. What I use AI is for writing a book. You can write an ebook using Chat GPT. If you use Chat GPT, you can improve your article using Chat GPT. So there are multiple ways nowadays. You can edit your videos. Even you can make faceless videos using AI. You need to understand this new technology which is coming in. You need to understand the how this new technology, a little bit of understanding of this new technologies can help you your growth. I can assure you that you can make your litigation less struggle when you know the technology. When you have an edge over technologies over other, you can propel your legal practice. I can tell you, I can assure you. Next. Okay, so I hope everybody got an idea that how social media impacts you, how it create a perception that you treating you as an expert, and maybe you become popular also, and how clients can perceive you as an expert, as an authority in your field, and how you can be a more useful person in your community. That is the power social media brings in. So I can take a few questions. We can start with few questions.
Thank you, sir, for telling us how to gain the more valuable clients with the route of the social media. I would like to invite the question and answers session. So anyone who have any questions, either raise your hand or drop your questions into the chat box. Meanwhile, we already have some few questions. This question is from Bhavya Bajaj.
Right.
She started by greeting you. A very good afternoon, sir.
Right.
I wanted to know that if we have a social media presence and interaction, but that is not related to law, can it help
Right.
in getting legal cases in future?
See, it depends on the person you are contacting with. Ideally, your audience should be the one who is already facing legal issues. That should be the number one thing. Because if you are ep- everybody and anybody will be not be your client, first of all. Uh, so the thing is this, that you need to have that kind of niche, that if a person who is having matrimonial issues is contacting me, yes, that can be my prospective client. But apart from that, I cannot predict. So it's very difficult.
I hope this answers your question, Bhavya. Another question we have by Nagendran Isha from in the chat box. Sir, apart from this, a student can join in a short-term course like contract drafting, dispute resolution. Can I let help? And I'm planning to join in Law Seco. Can it help?
See, the thing is this, that whatever skills you are, I learned, not only legal skills you need to enhance, but outside legal skills you need to enhance. So obviously, any skill which you are doing is useful if you are, in your future you are using to use it. That's the important thing.
Well said, sir. Another question we have via the WhatsApp community that we have. The question starts with: in a world dominated by social media, how can lawyers effectively leverage platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn to build a strong professional brand and Cinetel?
See, like I said earlier, that you should be making useful knowledge bombs. Okay, like one of my reels that reached 28 million, that's 2.8 crores of audience, is about Oyo rooms. Okay, so these days lot of youngsters are going to Oyo rooms. So I just highlighted what you have to do. You have to make your girlfriend book the Oyo room. That was the concept of that reel. It was funny also, it was knowledgeable also. It opens up the perspective of a person who is watching this. So who liked that reel? Many celebrities like that reel. My one beer bicep, one creator beer biceps also like and commented on that reel. So it reached around 2.8 crores of people. Just a simple thought that how Oyo rooms these days are are a trouble, and how to get out of that trouble. So basically the idea, you look at the idea behind it, that someone will go into trouble, then how you can help him to get out of that trouble by sharing your knowledge and everything. That you have to be little bit creative, that's it. And
I also
yeah, you have also seen that. So many of you have seen that reel, right? And that reel was so viral that even the law student in their colleges were sharing that reel with everybody. And my interns were saying, "Sir, you made such reel. My friends have started sharing with me." Anyways, so this is the number one thing, and it was not even edited properly, didn't had a very good voice or anything. So you don't need all these tantrums. Okay, just start, go ahead and be little creative and start making content. That's it. You don't need anything else. It's very simple.
Yes, sir. So another question we have from Kumar Manglam. He said, "Sir, could you please tell me about your journey as a lawyer who became a content creator, and what is the one thing which I should keep in mind when I start posting as a first year student?"
See, as a first year student, you should be more focused about articles. Okay, that should be good. Learn about video editing. That is a number one skill. Video editing, you can make faceless videos also without showing the face. So learn about all these the new technology like AI and all that. You learn about that. You can start with that. I think that is enough.
Yes, sir. Another question we have from Sakshi Kumari. Many students opt for a career in a corporate law over litigation, often driven by financial consideration. Can you please guide us how to start a litigation practice?
So I may be the best example for this. I left corporate job, a very well-paying corporate job in litigation, and yet I've been completing my 10 years in litigation, and I'm loving it. Each and every year, I'm becoming more popular on social media also. So so I tell you that, see, if you are driven by money in the first 5 years of your career, then I think you will kill your dreams. You will kill your dreams. Then don't dream about having your own name, having your own office, having your own clients, having your own team. Don't think about it, because you don't deserve it, right? Because you can't have this thing, a simple thing that, see, you have a life ahead of you. You are 22, 23. Okay, it's not an age where you have any liabilities on anything which is on your head. And if you being very scared in your first year of your career, that what should be there, I was very scared. I was there. But then I showed daring by resigning from my job and then taken this step. So if I have done this, and I'm guiding you to do this. You should have courage at the initial stages. Learn new skills, read new books, cultivate new skills. That is what I give you. But don't be a Vela person when you graduate. But learn new things. Be very curious. Have a direction. That yes, this is the direction I want to go in. Be confident about it. That's it. Even if for 5 years you will be struggling up and down, but then it will be taken over by the success. Don't worry.
Very well said, sir. Another question we have in the chat box is by Manu Yadav. What are the key challenges and opportunities for the attorney when utilizing social media content as evidence in litigation, especially considering the issues like authenticity and relevance?
See, the thing is, there's in cross examination, WhatsApp chats do help. But when you present it as an evidence, the court doesn't normally rely, because it is very difficult to verify the WhatsApp chat messages and all that thing. But you can confront this thing during cross examination. So this challenge can be overcome by confronting the witness instead of presenting it. So this is, I think, the only use of social media in legal perspective.
Another question we have from our WhatsApp group is that, considering your success blogs and online presence, how do you balance the traditional aspect of legal practice with the demands of maintaining a strong digital presence?
See, it has to coexist. It has to coexist. You can't be online every time. You can't be offline every time. You have to strike a balance. Like tomorrow, I'm going to Bombay High Court. I will meet lot of people. I will argue on the case as well. That is the offline aspect there. And and on the other hand, I will also be making reels there. So it doesn't take much of my time. You are spending 5-6 hours on your phone. See, that's too much of phone time. So in 5-6 hours, I can make 10-20 reels. But you have to utilize your time. That is the main thing. That is the bit difference between success and the failure. That is it. What I feel.
Yes, sir. Another question we have from Rahul Yadav. Today, there are many creators, especially from law background. They share information from anywhere in the world. What information would be set specific so that the people can rely on my credibility?
See, the thing is this, that whatever information you are sharing, it should be real. It should not be fictitious. One. Suppose I'm discussing with some judgment, it should have been. Suppose I shared one this consumer forum, 20 rupees, 20 rupees paper bag. The consumer got 3,000 bucks. So that went viral, and 4 to 5 million viewers saw that reel. But it was verifiable. The information you should share should be verifiable. That's it.
I guess these are all the questions that we have. So, to conclude the webinar, I would like to draw the curtains on this enlightening webinar. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guest, Mr. Nitish Banka, for sharing his invaluable insight at the crossroads of the law, technology, and social media. We would also grant a special thanks to the Rotaract Club of Delhi City Nexus for their collaboration spirit in championing societal battle for the betterment. To our engaged audience, your participation has been the heartfelt for this discussion. Your questions, enthusiasm, and commitment to our learning and our driving force behind events like these. Thank you for being an essential part of this insightful journey. Let us carry the knowledge gained today forward. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.